Hey everyone, in today's video I'm gonna show you how to troubleshoot and fix the AC which stops working in about 10 to 20 minutes of running. That's the interesting one to diagnose because everything checked out fine when the system was cold. It took a while digging to find the actual problem. So let's walk through it. So, long story short, the initial complaint from the customer was simple: the AC not cooling. When we arrived, I asked customer to tell me a little bit more about what was going on and to start the system up for me. So the AC came on, which was actually a surprise. And the customer filled me in. The system starts fine, but the house never cools down, and after about 10 minutes the air just stops coming from the vents. And that's already interesting. I quickly checked the temperature difference between the supply and the return air while we talked to the homeowner. So it's about 15 degrees, and that's the bare minimum we want to see in the cooling mode. Not great, but enough to tell me that the refrigerant side wasn't the first place to look. So I decided to start with the blower motor, and I opened the blower motor compartment and touched the back of the motor. It was hot, so I started checking things one by one. The power coming from the control board, it's 122 volts. Good. The capacitor, tested and it's fine. The widening resistance with the multimeter, it's normal. The continuity between the windings, it's normal. Everything checked out on the paper, but the motor was clearly getting stuck under the load with the power present. So I pulled out the Megohmmeter and tested the windings to the ground, and this time the motor was showing grounded. That's the answer right there. Here's where it gets good. While I was explaining all of this to the homeowner, the motor had been sitting there cooling down. I turned the power back on and it started running. Just like that. The homeowner looked at me, I looked at him, and we were both surprised. The motor ran for about 5 more minutes, then stopped again. That confirmed everything. As the motor heats up, the wiring insulation breaks down and starts leaking current to the ground. Not the full voltage, just enough to shut the motor down. Cool it off and it works again. That's a classic thermal wiring failure. While we were there, we also found a bunch of other issues since last time AC replacement. So that's the plenum connections, that's the exhaust pipe connections, and the whole situation. But that's the topic for another video. I explained everything to the homeowner and he agreed to move forward with the repairs. And luckily for us, I had the right motor in the van. We got started right away. I let my apprentice Alex replace the motor under my supervision. It's a good hands-on training for him. After we pulled the motor assembly out, I walked him through the diagnostics one more time so he understood exactly what we found and why. So this is a brand new motor we're going to install. Same 3 speeds. Well, actually this is 4 speeds. Yeah, so it has 4 speeds, which is good. We'll need 1 cooling, 2 heating, and just the fan. So this is. Then he disassembled the housing, washed the blower wheel and the housing, and installed the new blower motor. He put it all back together and hooked up the wiring, and I did the final check and we ran the system for about 30 minutes and the blower worked amazing all this time. While the system was running, we moved on to another issues we found during inspections. So stay tuned, and next video covers for one of the worst installations I ever seen in the field. So if you found this useful, please leave the comment and hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.